here the Director of Education from the Romine Group to talk to you about the Romine Group scholarships.
Never felt so short when I followed him in that tournament. Good evening, Merritt Academy, graduates, staff, students, friends, and family. My name is Dan Schlippier. I'm the Director of Education for the Romine Group, the educational service provider here at Merritt Academy, and I'm here tonight for the honor of discussing the TRG scholarships for the 2011 and 2012 school year. So each year, the Romine Group recognizes graduates at our schools that have shown exemplary qualities in their education. So again, it is my honor to discuss those scholarships with you and actually award them here this evening. Our first scholarship that we will be awarding this evening is the Spirit Award. So one senior from each TRG school will be awarded this scholarship for demonstrating outstanding school spirit. This award will be given to a student who may or may not be the best, but does have the best attitude and the best spirit, whether it be in the classroom or in extracurricular activities. The winner of the TRG Spirit Scholarship is a student who has been part of the Merritt family for 3 years. This young man is a well-rounded individual who played soccer, basketball, and always participated in school activities. During Spirit Week, this student was often in head-to-toe blue and white, and encouraging others to participate, saying, "Come on, guys, Merritt is cool." A strong supporter of his school and a bright, confident personality. This year's TRG Spirit Scholarship is awarded to
Matthew Stockard.
Our next scholarship is the TRG Leadership Award. One senior from each TRG school will be awarded this scholarship based on their demonstration of outstanding leadership in both the academic and co-curricular programs at the school. This includes clubs, athletics, service organizations, and student government. This award is based on leadership, not just academic performance. The TRG Leadership Award this year will be awarded to this student, hanging on the edges of their seats. She is an ideal candidate for the Leadership Scholarship because she exhibits many traits of a true leader. She has great determination that helps her excel in her studies at school. Oftentimes, she went above the requirements of an assignment because she strives for excellence. She is determined to push herself to do her personal best, and as a result of that determination, she is a true classroom leader. On the basketball court and soccer field, she was a responsible captain. She guided her teammates through struggles on the team and in their personal lives. Lastly, a triumphant leader must have a positive attitude. She came to school with a smile and eager to learn. She never complained about hard work. She is a natural leader. Her optimism was contagious and benefited the whole school. Her leadership skills will do her well in college and beyond. This year's Leadership Award is given to
Miss Angela Myers.
Our next award is the Citizenship Award. One senior from each TRG school will be awarded this scholarship based on outstanding citizenship, including attendance during high school, being in school punctually, respecting others, demonstrating responsibility, and manners will be factors that are considered. This student who is receiving the Citizenship Award definitely went above and beyond what was expected of him. There was a long list of different projects that this student completed throughout this year. This student was very involved in Spirit Week and always had positive things to say. always says please and thank you when addressing students and staff, is a role model to students for academics as well as personality. Who's motivated, a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, and duly enrolled at Macomb Community College. He was the editor for the newspaper. This student was also able to take the donations for the soldier items to be dropped off when they needed to be. For all of the hard work, dedication, and motivation, we would like to congratulate
Mr. Michael Oxendine.
Our next award is for academic achievement. One senior at each TRG school will be awarded this scholarship based on academic performance. This will be based on how the student achieves in all classes completed at the school. The student's attitude as well as performance will be considered for this award. The mission of Merit Academy is to instill in its students academic excellence. The senior who most lives up to our academic mission, is a student that has attended Merit Academy since kindergarten. She has continually flexed her academic muscles throughout her Merit Academy career, never settling for second best. She has been an active member of the National Honor Society for 3 years and was the vice president her senior year. Merit could not even contain the academic drive of this young lady. She took classes through Macomb Community College this year and still took on an extra elective here because she wanted to. Her thrust for learning is paying off for her in a major way. She's been awarded the SVSU Presidential Scholarship and the SVSU Public School Academy Scholarship because of her impressive academic resume. The Romine Group would like to add one more gift to this young lady for her continued drive and academic determination. The TRG Academic Scholarship goes to
Miss Jennifer Hood.
Our final award this evening is the Overcomer Award. One senior from each TRG school will be awarded this scholarship based on overcoming a major obstacle in his or her life. This could be overcoming physical, emotional, psychological issue in life. This could be overcoming a major academic difficulty and demonstrating success in that area. The major factor in receiving this award is the student has overcome something, some area, and turned what could have been a defeat into a victory. Self-determination and motivation are two qualities necessary to overcome any obstacle put in front of you. Emerson said it best: the only person you are destined to become is the person that you decide to be. This young man made a conscious choice to face his personal difficulties and promised himself he would do better than expected. He has proven to all of us that hard work and perseverance really do pay off. He set a goal for himself to earn straight A's before his high school career came to an end, and he achieved this goal in the last semester of his senior year. During his sophomore year, he was a quiet and content student who attempted to do his work. However, during his junior year, he began to challenge himself academically to do better and achieve more. His success in auto tech at the PAMCAL Center should be noted and congratulated, and his strength in mathematics and science will lead him to a career of his choosing. He earned the scholarship Overcomer. He has overcome his academic challenges and proven to himself that he will be able to do anything he sees in his destiny. The winner of the Overcomer Award for this year is
Mr. John Nalipka.
Mr. Cyberline, On behalf of the entire Merit staff, I proudly present to you the senior class of 2012. I confirm that they have completed the requirements necessary for graduation.
Thank you, Ms. Wachowski. I accept your request. Class of 2012, you have completed the necessary requirements for graduation. I would like to invite the class valedictorian, Jennifer Hood, to please stand.
Knowing Jennifer Hood for the past year, I know she has many roles in her life. She wears the hat of daughter, sister, editor-in-chief, vice president, friend, classmate, student, and many more. People fortunate enough to have Jenny play a role in their lives know that Jenny gives everything she can give. Some examples of Jenny's generosity. As an editor of the Merit Academy High School Exclusive, Jenny gave lots of her creative juices to help edit and publish the paper. I can honestly say that I would not have been able to put it or publish without her. As an NHS student government member, Jenny gave her time and leadership skills. Even after she finished all of her classes here and other requirements, she still came back to help run the Pancake Brothers. Jenny's relentless effort is awesome. As a classmate and friend, Jenny always gives encouragement and support. If someone was having a bad day, I would send Jenny to him or her because she is so upbeat and supportive. I could go on and on giving more examples of Jenny's generous spirit, but instead, I will end with this one request. Jennifer, I hope you give back what you have given away. Whenever you encounter a battle in your life, please rely on your quiet strength within you to motivate you to persevere. For all the hats she wears, a tip of the cap to her and all she does.
I've been blessed to have Kara in our band program for the past 2 years. She is a wonderful young musician, someone who puts her heart and soul into her playing. And this is a rare find in students of this age. Music enhances all of our lives. It transcends all barriers, and it is the essence of our common humanity. Kara exudes all of us. We will miss her in rehearsals. When the band plays something exceptionally soulful, it's Kara that always pipes in. That was so pretty. And we play something not so good, she has some things to say about that too. Kara, it is my hope that in 10 to 20 or 30 years down the road, that you think back to all the time you spent rehearsing and performing with me and that band that's standing right behind you, and you wish that you could do it all over again. We all love you, and we wish you well wherever life takes you.
What? Is it done? Oh. I think there's 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours.
I have had the pleasure to be Michael Oxendine's English teacher this past year, and a quote by Maya Angelou reminds me of him. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. Michael knows how to change his attitude to adapt to all situations to be successful. And it's because of this that he is streets ahead of most. Michael is friendly with all of his classmates and even underclassmen. I know there have been many times when people have upset him, yet Mike gives them many chances. That open-mindedness is rare to see in a high school student. Michael would not have such a great attitude without his fantastic sense of humor. I have shared many laughs with him throughout this year. Some of my favorites are when he tried teaching me what he called current street lingo, or when he kept changing an article in the newspaper, and this was before we published it. We didn't publish the change, of course. Along with his funny side, Michael has a serious attitude as well. Many times I've been frazzled publishing a newspaper, and he'll just say to me, "Don't worry, Miss Raleigh, I got this." Even though he probably had to say it to me at least 5 or 6 times for each publication, his positive attitude reassured me through the publication of 5 issues this year. Michael, please keep your fabulous attitude. It is that outlook on the world and approach to your peers that will get you where you want to be. And I know it will help you to continue to be successful throughout your entire life.
Can you do this so I can clap?
There's a reason nobody wants to.
Being Adrian's teacher for 2 classes in a row this year, there are a few things that I've learned to expect from her. For example, I could expect her to accuse me of throwing a box of raisins at her at least once a week, or on any given day to randomly break out laughing about something that she saw in SpongeBob SquarePants. I also learned to expect for her to take a frustratingly long time to finish her assignments, which also became one of the things that I appreciate most about her. Because, as she once said to me, if you're going to take the time to do it, you might as well do it right. It's that care and meticulous attention to detail that she demonstrated in my classroom that I will have missed the most. Congratulations, Adrian. As teachers, one of the most satisfying parts of what we do is watching our students change and grow as they progress through the years. But that is not the case with Angela Myers, because some of her best characteristics are ones that she's had for as long as I've known her. The first time I met Angela was the year that Merit opened, and she was in the 3rd grade. And I'm pretty sure that by that point she was already more mature than I am. Besides that, she was already exhibiting her quick wit and offbeat sense of humor, her outspoken personality, and passion for learning, and what I would consider one of her best traits, her bright, upbeat attitude. By the time she was a freshman in high school, Angela was more of an adult than some adults that I know, but she never lost that positive demeanor. I've had the honor of having Angela in my classes during most of her time here at Merit, and I'm truly going to miss seeing her smiling face every morning, and the way she could brighten up a room just by walking in. And the conversations we would have when we got done with her work early, which, if you know Angela, was pretty much all the time. So even though it saddens me to see her leaving and knowing that our hallways will be a little more drab without her, I look forward to what the future has in store for her, and the days when she returns and makes us all proud of what she's done with her amazing gifts and talents.
Bria has come from a student who did the work because she was told to a student who did the work because she wanted to. Bria, I am most proud of the student and the young lady you have become in the very short time that I have known you.
Well, wouldn't take over, would it?
The first time I met Kayla was when she joined the Merit Academy family and volleyball team. She was the new girl at volleyball practice and quickly picked up the nickname Canada. Quiet, timid, and unsure of her new surroundings, she blossomed very quickly into a star student, athlete, and young lady. Kayla, I can't help but compare that time of your life to this time of your life. You are off to a new adventure yet again. There are many times, I'm sure, when you will again be the quiet, timid, and unsure of your surroundings. So take with you the lessons of Merit Academy. Stay focused and keep your eye on your goal. Surround yourself with honest people you admire. And always remember, you are a bright, determined, strong-willed, and resilient young woman, and you can do anything you put your mind to. When I think of this year's senior class, I think about hard workers and leaders. But the student who has all of that and a cool ride is John Nulipka. John has worked very hard to prove himself, and he will be very successful in the future with his dedicated attitude. There are many career paths that John will be very successful in, but I offer this piece of advice. Follow your heart, John. Choose a career that will make you happy and doesn't feel like work. Best of luck to you.
It's like my class.
Allison Pekorski came to Merit Academy in the 11th grade, ready to learn and start anew. She worked very hard to get to this joyous day, and we will really miss her, and I know she will miss all of her Merit teachers. Allison worked long hours at her job and also worked very hard to master the tough senior curriculum. I wish Allison all the best of luck in her future. Congratulations, Allison.
Quite a few things in common with this student, such as a passion for history and respect for law enforcement. He asked me once, "Mr. Sagan, have I ever gotten on your nerves?" I said no, which at the time was the truth. That's until we started our unit on Eastern Europe, and he decided for 4 days straight to speak in a Russian accent. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Comrade Hurst. I've been talking incessantly about hunting and fishing with John and this student ever since I met him. He's known for saying some of the most unusual and awkward things in the middle class ever. All last year I would respond to the outburst with a quote from my daughter's favorite book. Oh, David. This year, however, whenever I heard one of these amazing insights, I would say, Dave, I'm really gonna miss you.
Oh, Mikey. I hope this poem is imprinted in your psyche. You came to Merritt to start anew, and now you're graduating. Who knew? An officer with Ruby dance moves, from October till now, you could only improve. Always stubborn as a bull, I thought your mom would break your skull. You will wake up one day and have a breakthrough, telling everyone that helped, thank you. But you did it, and I am so proud of you. Congratulations to you.
Get your Kleenex going, Mom.
I know. Right here in my lap.
Now serious. I am lucky enough to honestly witness a student find her voice. In the past 2 years, she has grown so much as a person, working with Miss Trish as the merit accountant, entering classes she never thought she could pass and did, and overcoming her fear of public speaking. A shy and quiet young woman who discovered her teacher voice while working with the kindergarten class. As you transition to the next part of life, you may stumble, but never give up. I believe in you. Alex, I will miss you. Congratulations.
You got a two-legged dress.
We can test that, I can. Take the gum out.
I will always remember Marina as a 7th grade student who never wanted to get involved with the latest girl drama of the day. And consider myself lucky to have watched her grow up into a mature and academically strong individual, ready in every way for her college years. Marina, as you sit here this evening, I'm sure you are filled with a variety of emotions. During your high school journey, you have learned the importance of always applying yourself to your fullest potential, and you have done just that. Remember the important lessons you have learned from your parents, your sisters, your friends, your teachers, and even your favorite guidance counselor have taught you about being yourself, standing up for what you believe in, and trying to find the good in every person. I sure will miss our frequent talks about life, and of course getting updated on the latest drama at Merritt Academy. But I look forward to hearing about your future successes in life, and I wish you all the best at Saginaw Island.
We'll have to replay video. Notice sending the next one.
high school staff and I were dividing up who we were going to each talk about at graduation. I thought to myself that I could easily talk about any of these fine individuals. However, when Matt's name came up, everyone was willing to talk about him because he was we all had such great things to say about him. Well, I spoke up and I said I would present Matt, but then I immediately had many questions flood my mind and I suddenly felt a huge sense of pressure. I thought to myself, how do I introduce and give the proper send-off to one of the greatest young men I've ever known? I also thought to myself, man, I hope I don't disappoint Mr. and Mrs. Stocker, who have been some of Merritt's strongest supporters since I became principal.
And that would be...
Should I talk about one of the hundreds of conversations I could overhear from my office when he would visit Miss Trish? You constantly brighten the days of Miss Trish and I every day by your wacky, silly ways, by the way. Should I mention how he gave up one of his Sunday afternoons and volunteered to help clean my new house that I have that when I was moving a couple weeks ago? I can only imagine someone asking him, hey Matt, what did you do this weekend? And him answering, I cleaned my principal's house and met his fiance. Now that is a good example and shows what a close-knit family atmosphere we have in Merritt Academy. So after some careful consideration, I thought I would give Matthew some advice or pro tips about his future. Matt, are you listening? Okay. My advice to you is, no matter what the future holds for you, don't change. Don't change your work ethic. Don't change your personality. Don't change your work ethic. Oh, I just said that, excuse me. Don't change being charismatic. Anyone that knows Matt knows that it is the absolute best word to describe him. Don't change being a great leader, don't change your sense of humor, and don't change being a great son to your mom and dad. If you manage to do these things, the sky's the limit for you. Matthew, has been a great pleasure to know you, and Merritt Academy became a better place the day you stepped foot on our campus 3 years ago. So Matt, without further ado, please come up and accept your diploma. At this time, I have the great honor of introducing Ms. Jennifer Hood to give her student remarks to the class of 2012. The valedictorian, Ms. Jenny Hood.
Hello parents, family, friends, teachers, administration, and fellow graduates, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight. You know that feeling you get when you're nearing the climax of a really great book? When your heart is pounding and you can't wait to turn the next page and see what's ahead of you? That feeling of wanting to know the ending, yet bearing the disappointment of the end? Well, high school is kind of like that. High school is the story of the end. The end all we grow fond of as children. Our roles in society are now changing, and we have to change with them, regardless of whether or not we're ready. Now that we are graduating, it is time to look at the past. Just as characters and plot points from previous chapters come together at the closing of the book, people and events in our lives have made us who we are. Sometimes our past is rough. We lose a loved one, we find ourselves battling lifelong illness, or we just don't know how to fit in. But it is our struggles and the choices we have made that not only define us, but also refine us into characters of virtue, honor, and intelligence. It is our choices that give us a path and the goal for the end. Sometimes there's a false ending, a twist in our story, and we have to learn how to adjust. As our high school life comes to a close, we look at our choices from the past and imagine how they will in turn affect our futures. In many cases, stories do not just contain one character. There are many characters in a novel, each with their own unique purpose to the plot. Sometimes, the characters we fall in love with have to walk away. And other times, it is the ones we despise the most that we learn the most from. In our own life, we are the main character, but not the only character. People give us support. Our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, teachers, and coworkers have all put something into us in our futures. Sometimes you just need a little guidance. Other times you need a shoulder to cry on. In my own story, I can recall several times when multiple characters have told me to encourage. And even when a person is no longer in our lives, they still leave a small, yet key part of themselves to show us the way. Without the guidance, care, and encouragement of our supporting characters, we would not be here. As we move on, we thank them, each and every one of them, for what they have given us and how they have developed our characters into the people we are today. At the end of a great story, there is always a hope for a sequel. We long for the story to continue, to stay with us, even for one moment longer. We fear that the excitement will never come again, and that we will never again feel the anticipation the way it was the first time. But that's the thing about life. So long as you refuse to give up, you keep living. You don't have to wait for someone to write your story. You hold the pen. After graduation, we write our own story. We decide the setting, the characters, and most importantly, we decide where our story takes us. So long as we are willing to change with our roles in society, our story goes on. We write ourselves into the great and influential people we want to be. We weave our stories in and out of the stories of others, hopefully becoming the supporting character that sticks with someone forever. As we close the final chapter of our high school story, a new novel begins. Class of 2012, write your story in a way you will remember. Play the hero and mentor, and shine your light for all to see. Create a future full of success and dreams, because that is what will set you apart. That is what will help you touch the world in a way no one else can. God bless you all, and have a wonderful night.
Now I have the great honor of introducing Ms. Kara Smith, class of 2012, salutatorian for her student remarks.
Good evening. I would first off like to thank all the family, friends, staff, and classmates who have come to support the graduating class of 2012. Without this kind of support, I doubt any of us would be up here today. It's hard for me to believe that this is it, graduation. The past 4 years, 3 of which I've spent here at Merritt, have been a whirlwind. Ask any of the graduates up here tonight, and I'm sure that they would say the same. I didn't believe people who claimed all the stereotypical things that were said about high school, that it would change the person you began it as, and that it would fly by, and that it would hold the best times of our lives. In retrospect, all of those things that were said are true for me. Whether you agree or not, high school has shaped the person you are today and most likely influenced the person you will be tomorrow. It's a big part of our lives up until this point. The class of 2012 will forever hold a spot in my heart. Each and every one of my classmates has left an impact on me. That makes graduation and the changes it presents bittersweet. I feel like we are all being given the chance to move on to bigger and better things. Thinking about leaving all this behind stings in a way I hadn't imagined I would feel. Crazily different people in caps and gowns before you have come a long way from kids they began high school as. But did they realize it or not? Some also might not realize the potential our lives from this day forward hold. And that is why I challenge you all to make something of yourselves. To move outside your comfort zones, to try new things. Up until this point, all of our major decisions have been made for us. But now is the time to step out to become who we want to be for the rest of our lives. Whatever you choose to do, I hope it brings you all the happiness life can give you. I want to thank the class of 2012 for helping me to become the person I am today. I never would have imagined being where I am now, and I'm different in a very good way because of you guys. You've been my support, entertainment, tutors, and best friends for the past 2 years. And I feel absolutely blessed to be graduating with you. I'd like to thank all of the amazing staff at Merritt Academy who has done everything right for me to succeed. I especially want to thank Mr. W for the amazing amount of help he provided me with in college and scholarship applications, as well as always being someone to talk to when the stress of senior year became too much. And finally, thank you to my family, as well as my second family, the Paul, who put up with me throughout my highs and lows and supported me no matter what. Congratulations to my classmates and congratulations to the parents who have raised such wonderful people. Thank you.
I was so excited to hear from Jenny and Kara that I told her it's going to be alma mater. So at this time, I would like the seniors to stand. And they're going to sing our alma mater, the silver and blue.
Where's my mother?
That's a good thing.
Now I'd like to invite two of my
Probably didn't
favorite
miss
Merit
much.
Academy students up here. They're going to perform for you a song called You've Got a Friend. Mr. Taraj Livesay and Joshua Hood.
It'll be on there, I don't think so.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand, nothing, whoa, nothing is going right. Just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest nights. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Oh yeah, you got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and that old north wind should begin to blow, just keep your head together, call my name out loud. Soon I will be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, oh, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Oh yeah. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you and desert you. Well, they'll take your soul if you let them. But don't you let them. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, Lord, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. Oh yeah. Ain't it good to know that you got a friend? Hey, ain't it good to know that you got a friend?
Now please direct your attention to the projector screen.
Aw, Jenny!
They're always there.
Focus on her. You look so good with your I don't think you were you.
Good evening, everyone. It's tough saying goodbye to such a great group of students, and it's even tougher to find exactly the right words of what to say for ceremonies like this. I thought to myself as I was writing this, what do I want to share with about the class of 2012? Should I talk about the over $300,000 in scholarship these 15 students have earned to go to college? Should I talk about them winning first place in the Golden Mustang at both Spirit Weeks? Especially the $300,000 but the Golden Mustang's nothing to sneeze at either. As I was writing this, I Googled best principal graduation speeches. I really did do this. In the hopes of finding just the right words or clue of what to say, I found all kinds of things, of course, I couldn't use or just did not fit Merit Academy. I even found a list of 8 things I'm supposed to talk to you about to make this a great speech. I would like to share them with you at this time. The number 1 thing this website told me to do was connect with my audience. The second thing was get to know your students. It told me I was supposed to try to do my research about the graduates and try in the weeks leading up to graduation to try to get to know them. I laughed out loud at this one. Isn't that one of the reasons all of you have chosen us as a school? The relationships that are developed in a small school like ours. I'll comment more about this in a moment. This website told me not to speak too long. Don't worry, I'm going to keep this to 3 minutes, not the 7 to 12 minutes they suggested. I know there is not built-in cushions to the seats you're sitting in. Number 4 told me to look into the future, and I'll do this in a moment. Number 5, they told me to draw upon the past. The website told me I'm supposed to use a quote from William Shakespeare or borrow something from ancient wisdom writing at this point in this speech. I'm not going to do that. Number 6, it told me to engage with common popular culture. The website told me I was supposed to comment at some point in my speech about Jersey Shore or make a comment about Lady Gaga at some point in my speech to connect with you. To be honest, I do not know much about either. Sorry, seniors. Number 7 told me to draw upon current books. I'm not going to do that. But number 8 told me that I should talk about learning, and especially the new world of learning. I will comment about this. Seniors, I'm not going to stand here and lie to you about this one. We are sending you out into a world that's very challenging. Most of you are going to have to work harder and smarter than you ever have before to reach your goals, and you will find out very quickly that you will never quit learning no matter where the future takes you. But after I quit looking at this website, I thought to myself, I don't need any of that. It hit me. Merit is different. Some of the typical graduation speeches or topics I'm supposed to include in this speech just wouldn't fit Merit Academy and this group of seniors. We are not a school where the principal walks down the halls and doesn't know who you are. It's not a school where a teacher looks out at their class and doesn't know the students' names. It's impossible not to develop a relationship with these kids that goes above and beyond those of the larger schools around us. As some of these seniors have found out, you just can't slip through the cracks at Merit Academy. These teachers and staff just care too much. Here is the one item on the list of things I'm supposed to talk about that I'm going to cover. Seniors, I'm going to talk about your future. You have heard me mention the word relationships a few times. Well, here's my pro tip for all of you for the future. Work on developing great relationships with people. Surround yourself with good, quality people because all of you are great individuals yourselves and you have a lot to offer the world. Work hard on being a great husband and a great wife. Work hard on developing a good relationship with your coworkers. Always, and I mean always, keep your family close to your heart and never, never lose touch with them. Relationships you develop in the future can make or break you. Graduates, you can look back and know that you played an integral part of helping Merit to become the great school that it is today. You will know that you helped name, create, and design the set of standards and what limitless students will become a part of in the future. So on behalf of Merit Academy and from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being you and being part of something so special. You are Merit. Before I can let you leave, I need to thank a few people. I would like to thank all of the high school staff for setting up the gym and making this ceremony possible. Thank you, Carrie Wilson, Jeremy Gabriel, Sarah Tabone, Kara Sagan, Amanda Flagg, Cindy Listman, Trish Odo, Walter Kimsey, Chris Jagaleski, Lori Rowley, and Mark Wachowski. Also, I almost forgot, Dan Shuttleworth and Ron King, they made this gym sparkle, and I really appreciate all their efforts. Thank you for coming and showing your support tonight. If you could please stay seated until the last graduate has exited, I would appreciate it. We would like to invite the class of 2012 to join us out back in about 10 minutes so we can send you off into the world with a bang. Again, congratulations, and thank you all for coming. At this time, graduates, please stand. Audience, board of directors, staff, please stand and give the class of 2012 a final round of applause as they turn their tassels.